My girlfriend said, "Your inheritance is our future. Stop being selfish," when I wouldn't pay off her car. I said, "You're right." I used it as a down payment on my dream house, with only my name on the deed. The eviction notice for her apartment was the future she didn't see coming. I, 31 male, have been with my girlfriend Maya, 29, for 3 years. And for at least 2 of those years, I've been an idiot. Maya works as a freelance digital strategist, which, as far as I can tell, means she has brunch, takes photos of the brunch, and occasionally advises small businesses to post more on TikTok. The income is, let's call it, aspirational. I have a stable job in logistics. I make good money. Because of this, I've been happily playing the provider. Too happily. When her lease was up last year, she found this amazing trendy loft apartment. It's perfect for my brand, Leo. The light is amazing for content. It was also $2,200 a month. She couldn't qualify on her own. So like a chump, I co-signed. And for the past 12 months, I've just been paying the rent directly. It's just until my business takes off, babe. Think of it as an investment in us. I was so stupid. The wake-up call came in a sad but financially significant package. My grandmother passed away 2 months ago. She was a wonderful woman, incredibly frugal. The inheritance cleared last week. After taxes and fees, it was just shy of $150,000. I told Maya, of course. I was sad, and I guess I wanted comfort. She was very supportive. She held my hand, said all the right things, and then 2 days later, she hit me with the business proposal. We were at my place making dinner. "Babe, I've been thinking about your inheritance." "Oh yeah?" "Yeah. You know that $15,000 I still owe on my convertible? The interest rate is just criminal. It's like 18%. That's high. You should try to refinance, or you could just pay it off." I stopped chopping onions. "What? With the inheritance? Just pay it off. Get it off our plates. It's an investment in our future. It frees up my cash flow, which helps us." "Maya, that's my grandmother's money. I was going to use it as a down payment on a house or invest it. It's an inheritance." "A house? We can do that later. This is immediate." "Leo, don't be selfish. That money is our future. Paying off my car is investing in our future. It's the smart move. Why are you hoarding it?" "Hoarding it?" She called me selfish for not using the money I got from my dead grandmother to pay for the sports car she bought before she even met me. And in that second, the entire 3-year illusion just evaporated. I saw the transaction. I saw the investment in us for what it was, an investment in her funded by me. I looked at her perfectly curated outfit, her expensive car, living in an apartment I paid for, demanding my inheritance. And I smiled, a nice, calm smile. Me, "You know what, Maya? You're absolutely right. It is for our future. I'm sorry I was being selfish. I'll take care of it." Her face lit up. "Really? Oh my God, Leo, thank you. This is going to change everything for us." She hugged me. I felt nothing. Me, "Big things are happening, Maya. It's all about the future." She thinks I'm calling her auto loan company. She thinks I'm a good, obedient little ATM. I wasn't. The next morning, I called a realtor. I spent the last week in a blur. I found a small, solid, 3-bedroom house in a quiet, older neighborhood. It needs work, but it's mine. I used the entire inheritance, $150,000. It covered the 20% down payment, all closing costs, and left me with a small fund for immediate repairs. I signed the papers yesterday. The deed is solely in my name. The mortgage is solely in my name. Maya's rent is due tomorrow, October 1st. I always pay it on the 1st, like clockwork. Tomorrow, I'm not paying it. I'm not just the co-signer, I'm the one who's been paying. Her landlord has my number. Her leasing office has my email. She just texted me a string of heart emojis, thinking about our debt-free future. "You're the best, babe." I replied, "Can't wait." The 5-day pay or quit notice will probably be posted on her trendy loft door by the 6th. She wanted me to invest in the future. I did. Mine. Update 1, it's been about 2 weeks. The 1st of the month came and went. I was slammed at work. My phone was on silent. I let her texts go to read, but didn't reply. Around the 6th, as predicted, the first text came through. "Maya, hey, did you pay the rent? The leasing office left a really nasty note on my door." Me, 3 hours. "Oh man, sorry. Crazy day. I'll look into it." I did not, in fact, look into it. 2 days later, her tone changed. "Maya, Leo, this isn't funny. They posted an official pay or quit notice. It's taped to my door. My neighbors can see it. It's humiliating. It says I owe $2,200 plus $200 in late fees. You have to call them and fix this right now. I let that one sit for half a day. Then I just texted back. That sounds serious. This, predictably, triggered an immediate frantic phone call. Leo, what is wrong with you? Did you hear me? They're threatening to evict me. You have to pay it. Hey, calm down. I've been meaning to talk to you. Talk about what? Pay the rent. And what about my car? You said you'd pay off my car. The payment is due in a week. Yeah, about that. I did use the inheritance like we talked about. For the future. Bull relief, followed by annoyance. Okay, so what about the rent? I used it to buy a house. The silence on the other end was heavy. A house? You mean, we bought a house? When? Where is it? Why didn't you tell me? No, Maya, I bought a house, with my inheritance. You said it was for the future, and I realized my future needed a mortgage and a foundation, not a convertible. You, what? You bought a house without me? Correct. But, my apartment. You're leaving me homeless? You set me up. You lied to me. I didn't lie, I invested in the future. Now about your rent. You're the primary tenant on the lease. You're responsible for paying it. With what? You know I don't have $2,400 lying around. You've always paid it. You co-signed. You're responsible too. You're right, I am. And as the co-signer, I'm also getting nasty letters from the leasing office. It's really hurting my credit, so you need to pay them, Maya, immediately. I hate you. You tricked me. You're a monster. I have to go. I'm meeting the hardwood floor guy. Good luck with the rent. I hung up. The next phase started about an hour later. Voicemails from her mother, Alana. I've met Alana 5 or 6 times. She's where Maya gets the entitlement from. VM1. Leo, this is Alana. Maya called me, hysterical. There's been a terrible misunderstanding. You need to call the leasing office right now and fix this. You can't let her be homeless. Call me back. VM2. Leo, I know you're getting these. Don't be a coward. You co-signed that lease. You made a promise to my daughter. You will not ruin her life like this. VM3. You're a sociopath, a liar. You financially abused my daughter. We are getting a lawyer. You will pay for this, you spineless little worm. Here's the part that I knew would suck. The leasing company is, of course, coming after me. I'm the one with the income. They've been calling me non-stop. Mr. My last name, as the co-signer, you are fully liable for this debt. We have started eviction proceedings, but the judgment for the unpaid rent and penalties will fall on you. This was always part of the plan. I'm on the hook, but being on the hook gives me leverage. I ignored their calls and had my lawyer, yes, I got one, send them a letter. My phone is now blowing up from Maya, Alana, and unknown numbers, probably her friends. I've blocked them all. The eviction has been filed, a court date is on the calendar. This is getting expensive, but freedom isn't free. Update 2. Okay, so the last few weeks have been a lot. The entitlement didn't just escalate, it went supernova. First, the legal situation. The leasing company's lawyers were, of course, thrilled to have me on the hook. They're pursuing a judgment for the unpaid rent, plus the remaining 10 months on the lease, plus legal fees. The total was staggering, something like $25,000. This is where my plan kicked in. I'm not a moron. I knew co-signing was a binding contract. I wasn't going to let this drag out or just pay her rent for another 10 months. I had my lawyer call theirs. My lawyer, Mr. last name, is the co-signer. He has the capital to resolve this. Miss does not. She is judgment-proof. You can chase her for a decade and get nothing. Their lawyer. So your client is offering to pay? My client is offering a one-time lump sum payment of $10,000. That covers the missed rent, this month's rent, all legal fees, and a lease break penalty. He will wire it today. That's less than half of the remaining lease. It's also a guaranteed check today. You get your unit back by the 1st of next month, you skip a costly court battle, and you get $10. Or you can fight us, and we'll drag this out, and you can try to get blood from a stone. Your call. They took the deal. $10,000. It hurt. It was an expensive lesson, but it was worth it. The deal was contingent on 2 things. A hold harmless agreement for me. My credit is cleared, my name is off the lease, the debt is satisfied, the eviction judgment and writ of possession are filed only against the primary tenant, Maya. They agreed. The eviction was now set in stone, and I was paying for it. Maya must have been served the final notice because she lost her mind. She somehow found my new address. I was painting the guest room when I heard pounding on my door. I looked through the peephole. It was Maya and her mother, Alana. I sighed, pulled out my phone, and hit voice memo before opening the door. "Me, can I help you?" Shoving past me into my entryway. You bastard, this is the house? This is what you stole from my daughter?" "Alana, you're trespassing. Get out of my house." Crying, but it was the ugliest, most furious crying I've ever seen. "Leo, they're really doing it. The marshal is coming. I have to be out in 3 days. 3 days. You've ruined my life. I'm going to have an eviction on my record forever." That's what happens when you don't pay your rent. You were paying it. You promised to take care of her. You co-signed. That is a legal promise. It's a legal liability, Alana, one which I have now handled. Her tears stopped instantly. "Handled? You mean you paid it? You paid the rent?" "Nope. I paid a $10,000 lease break penalty to have you evicted faster. The judgment is against you. My name is Qley." The look on her face, the dawning horror. She thought she had me in a trap, that I'd be forced to keep paying for her lifestyle. She never ever considered I'd pay a premium just to get rid of her. You paid to make my daughter homeless? Me, I paid to protect my finances and my future from a manipulative parasite. She's not homeless. She has you. She can go live in your guest room. I hate you. I hate you so much. Get out of my house. We're not going anywhere. This is half her house. You bought this with her money. Me, it was my grandmother's money, and my name is the only one on the deed. Leave now, or I'm calling the police. Go ahead. Call them. We'll tell them it's a domestic dispute, that you locked your girlfriend out of her own home. They always believe the woman, you idiot. She was right about that last part. I've seen it happen. Okay, I pulled my phone out and dialed. The cops showed up about 10 minutes later. Alana and Maya had put on a full performance, crying on my front steps. Cop 1. Looking at me, then at them. His hand was on his belt. "Sir, what's going on here? We got a call about a domestic." "Officer, thank God. He locked my daughter out. He took all her money and bought this house, and he kicked her out. She's homeless." Cop 1, to me skeptically. "Sir, is this your girlfriend? Did you two live together here?" "No, officer. We never lived together. This is my house. I closed on it 3 weeks ago. My name only." I held out the closing documents and my ID. "Me, this is my ex-girlfriend Maya and her mother Alana. They live at her loft address, or they did. She's being evicted for non-payment of rent. I co-signed the lease and just paid a penalty to get my name removed. They came here to harass me. Her mother shoved me to get inside my house. They're trespassing." Cop 2, looking at my paperwork, then at the crying women. "Ma'am, is this true? You don't live here?" "Maya, but he promised. He was supposed to pay. That money was for us." His tone went from skeptical of me to tired of them. "Ma'am, that's a civil matter. This is his property. You are trespassing. You need to leave right now or you will be arrested. This is harassment. You can't treat us like this. Try me. Get off his property. Now." They left. Alana was dragging a wailing, collapsing Maya back to the convertible she can't afford. I locked my deadbolt. My hands were shaking. Not from fear, from adrenaline. The writ is being executed tomorrow. She has 24 hours. Update 3. Final. The eviction happened. I was at my new house installing a smart lock and a security camera system. The $10 was a painful check to write, but seeing Alana and Maya get shut down by the cops on my new front porch, that was a decent return on investment. My lawyer confirmed everything with the leasing company. The marshal executed the writ of possession. Maya was apparently not packed. She was in total denial. The eviction crew did their job. All of her trendy loft furniture, her content creation, ring lights, her 80-plus pairs of shoes, and all her brunch outfits were moved to the curb. Standard procedure. She apparently called the cops again, screaming about an illegal lockout. The same 2 officers responded. They saw the marshal, the court order, and her mountain of belongings on the sidewalk. They told her it was a legal eviction, and she needed to arrange for a moving truck. The entitlement, however, is a weed that survives all poison. I started getting texts from unknown numbers. It was her, and she was fixated on one thing. You let friends win. You let them do it. You let them throw my grandmother's priceless porcelain doll collection on the street. They're ruined. You just destroyed my entire family history, you monster. You will pay for this. Maya, my lawyer says you're liable for the full value. They were antiques. It's going to be over $20,000. You should have just paid my rent. You are so screwed. Here's the thing. I know her grandmother's priceless porcelain doll collection. Her grandmother is alive and well and collects commemorative spoons. The dolls were a set of limited edition, mint-in-box horror movie figurines. Annabelle, Chucky, Pennywise, and the Nun. I know this because I bought her Chucky and the Nun for her last 2 birthdays. She was trying to build a case for destruction of valuable property to extort more money from me. I screenshotted every text and sent them to my lawyer, who replied with a single lol. The final domino fell, and it was the most satisfying of all. I got a call about a week ago from a number I didn't recognize. I let it go to voicemail. Leo, it's Dennis, Maya's father. Look, I heard what happened. I need to talk to you, please. Dennis is divorced from Alana. He's a quiet, decent guy. An accountant. I've met him twice. I called him back. Hey Dennis, what's up? Long, tired sigh. Leo, she's here. She's on my couch. Her and all her stuff. My 1-bedroom condo it's full of boxes. Alana dumped her here because her apartment complex wouldn't let Maya move in. I'm sorry to hear that, Dennis. She's a mess, crying all the time. But mostly, she's angry. She's telling me she's gonna sue you, that you stole her inheritance money, that you tricked her. She demanded I use my grandmother's money to pay off her car. When I refused, she called me selfish. I just protected myself. Yeah, that sounds like Maya and Alana. They've always been like that. Look, the reason I'm calling, she wants me to give her $5,000 for a lawyer to sue you. She's fixated on these antique dolls, says you had them destroyed and they were worth a fortune. Is that true? I'm not giving her $5,000 to chase a ghost. I told him the truth. Dennis, the antique dolls were Chucky and Pennywise figurines. I bought 2 of them myself. She's lying to you for money, just like she was lying to me. There was a long, heavy silence on the line. Son of a, of course they were. Chucky. Okay, that's all I needed to hear. Thanks, Leo. And sorry for my part in this. You've got nothing to be sorry for. Good luck with the house, son. Don't co-sign for anyone ever again. He hung up. So that's the future she got. The one she demanded. She has an eviction and a $10,000 judgment on her public record. Her credit is so toxic it could melt steel. She'll never get a decent apartment or a car loan. Her convertible? I checked the plates. It was repossessed 2 days ago. She must have missed the payment when I cut her off. Her brand is now being broadcast from her dad's beige spare room. Her own father knows she's a liar. I'm out $10,000. It was the most expensive, freeing, and satisfying purchase I've ever made. My new house is quiet. I'm sitting on my own porch in a house bought with the money she tried to steal. I feel like an idiot for letting it go on for 3 years. I feel hurt that I was so blind. But mostly, I just feel free. She wanted my inheritance to be her future. She was right. It was the direct cause of it.